like he needed to clean his room up. So I had to sit down with him, give him a talk about what the difference is between fault and responsibility. Although I may agree with him that it was 100% not his fault, unfortunately, this is where he lives, and it is absolutely 100% his responsibility to clean it up. Gentlemen, we're coming here. We're pleading with you. We're telling you there's a mess at the courthouse building, along with the employees, and it's a serious mess. And we're willing to help you investigate. But you can't be telling us to go to Olympia, to other places. Nobody else is coming here to clean up your room. We need your help. We need you to get involved. We need investigators. We have the facts. And if we have to keep coming here every single week, time and time again, to try and explain it to you and the public, we will. But that will make it difficult. I really hope your ears get open. We're trying to work with you. We don't need to be spoken down to. We don't need to be explained to. Acting with contempt toward us who are trying to bring this issue isn't going to play well. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Snow. Anybody else here in Prosser? Seeing none, we'll go to Kennewick. If there's anyone in Kennewick that would like to go ahead and public speak, please come to the podium. Hi.
Kennewick, I can see.
All right, I see none there. We'll go ahead and go online. Anybody that would like to speak that is online currently? See your hands up.
Oh yeah, there's one. Forrest Gordon.
Mr. Gordon, if you'd like to go ahead and speak, if you would just go ahead and state your name and address for the record.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Forrest Gordon. My address is Burbank, Washington. And I have been involved in the family court system in Franklin County and Benton County for the last 2 years. And I just want to speak up and start standing up for this community because this family court system has to change. My rights have been violated. My son's rights have been violated. My daughter's rights have been violated every time I step into a courtroom in Franklin County. Something has to change. There is someone who is making a change. His name is Robert Garza. He is making bills and they are being implemented all over the U.S. Countries all around us except for us are implementing these new bills and laws that he's bringing forth, and we need to do the same. I have physically exhausted all my resources. Every possible route I have taken has get shut down. I have not seen my own son in over a year. False allegations with no merit, no corroborating evidence to support these, no police reports, nothing. My 14th Amendment has been violated by commissioner after commissioner after commissioner. I don't know what needs to be done for me to be heard and for people in Tri-Cities to be heard, people in Benton and Franklin County to be heard. So this has to stop. The abuse in family court by these commissioners has to stop. I have not seen my son in over a year. Imagine the abuse it has done to me and all my family members. This has to stop. I'm not the only one. Look at there's a whole courtroom full of people. Imagine what it takes for each one of these people to come up and stand up here and try to tell a piece of their story and how they're being abused by this court system. It takes a lot. And out of fear of retaliation, I have not stood up for my own rights. And now I have nothing left to lose. The court has taken everything from me. They've taken all my assets. They've taken my own son away from me. I have nothing left to lose. So now it's time to stand up. It's time to get these people out of the office. It's time for a reform. If they don't want to uphold the Constitution that they took an oath to uphold, then they need to leave. so that someone else can take their place.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gordon. And I just want to clarify, you were referencing court commissioners, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you very much. Is there anybody else online?
1 more second.
All right.
I don't see any more hands raised.
All right, seeing. I don't know.
No,
We have
yeah,
anybody.
so I don't see more hands raised.
All right, seeing that, we'll go ahead and close out public comment and we'll move to the consent agenda. And do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through K as in King?
Hey, Mr. Chairman, I move to the consent agenda items A through K.
Second.
I have motion second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We'll move down to scheduled business. And the first one, we have bid opening official county newspaper. And Amanda Upkerson will be doing that one.
Yes. So it is that time of year again. Pursuant to RCW 3672-075, annually the county is required to go out to bid for contract for legal newspaper services for the coming year. And as clerk to the Board of Commissioners, I'm required to advertise this at least 5 weeks in advance. And the bid opening must be held at this first meeting in April. The notice of bid call was advertised in the current legal newspaper, the Prosser Record Bulletin, on Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. In addition to advertising, the Commissioner's Office provided notice via email and physical mail to both known newspapers in Benton County, the Prosser Record Bulletin and the Tri-City Herald. The notice was also posted on the county's website and bulletin boards. So at this point, I will go ahead and open the 2 bids that were received. So the first one will be the Prosser Record Bulletin. So the first one is so the actual, oh, I see. They filled it in on a different page. So the first insertion would be $18.75, with any subsequent insertion being $8.50 for a total of $27.25. Okay, and the second bid that was received would be from the Tri-City Herald. So the first insertion would be $28.20, and any additional insertions would be $25.53. There's also a note that indicates that there would be a rate, the rate would include a 7% service fee, and affidavits would be $26.25. So feel free if you'd like to discuss it at all at this point. I don't need definite answer. I'll go ahead and take this information back and make sure it meets the statutory requirements, and then I can bring back a recommendation for you.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. Any comments? Oh. All right, we'll just go ahead and move on, and we'll go ahead and talk on the next meeting for that in April. All right, thank you very much, Madam Clerk. We'll go ahead and move on to authorizing the Benton County Corrections Department to sign the Solid Waste Management Ramp Litter Cleanup Program Agreement with the Department of Ecology, and Lieutenant Shelton is here.
Good morning, Commissioners, members of the board.
Good morning.
We're here before you today. The Washington State Department of Ecology has grant funding available for a ramp litter cleanup program. That's to cover the cloverleaf interchanges within Benton County, rid them of the garbage. The initial funding is $60,000. And after the initial award, the DOE kind of reevaluates, and if they have more funding available, they authorize us to use that. Ironically, this program was designed for the I-5 corridor several years ago. We're actually the only agency in Eastern Washington to apply for and be awarded this grant. And like I said, we ran it for about 7 years now, and it's time for that renewal. So we applied for and have been awarded the $60,000 again. The only change is that this year they asked that agreement to be signed via DocuSign rather than a normal process. So we're here before you, asking permission to authorize the Chief of Corrections or the department's financial officer to sign that document via DocuSign so that we can continue with our program and supplement a work crew and county expense.
Any questions?
None.
All right, well, I see Chief Corral here ready to go, so do I have a motion?
Yep, Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the authorization of the Chief of Corrections or the Corrections Financial Officer to sign the agreement between Benton County and the Department of Ecology for the ramp litter cleanup program through DocuSign on behalf of Benton County.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
All right, the next one on the list here is Amendment A of contract number 26-46108-03, Consolidated Homeless Grant with Washington State Department of Commerce. And Mr. Sullivan is here to go ahead and speak on that one.
Good morning. The item I have before you today is an amendment to our existing contract, which is a 2-year contract that was signed with a execution date of July 1st. So we have of 25. So we have a little over a year left on this. The amendment is for $2,851,305, and allowable expenses include we use this funding, some of this funding, to support the transitional housing with referrals from drug court. We have emergency shelter, eviction prevention, utility assistance for eligible households. Some of the dollars have to be spent by June 30th of this year, but the majority of them fall in next year's budget cycle.
Commissioner McKay? Good. Commissioner Delvin?
Yeah, clarification. This is just for Benton County, right?
These are Benton and
Okay.
Franklin County dollars.
Yeah.
Oh, they are both.
They're both?
They are both.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this similar to what we talked about last week too?
Right.
This was the contract that was a 2-year contract.
Okay, yeah.
That that was signed before kind of some of the issues that came up with the MOU between Benton and Franklin County for Human Services. And so I've had conversations with Commerce following Franklin County's notice that they sent regarding their indication that they didn't want to participate in the homeless housing program. And Commerce's position was that they have a contract with us, and they request that we fulfill the requirements of that contract through the end date, and then which is June 30th of 27. And so we'll our contract July 1st of 27 will be for Benton County only.
So if it's Benton Franklin County right now, it's all services are all provided through
my office.
Yes.
Yeah,
for both sides.
correct. Yeah.
Are they going to, well, if they stand up even as services department in June of 26, let's say, how does that work? Do you still take all that on, or are you going to pass that torch of that part to them?
Yeah. Commerce's position was that they
I heard that, but I want to make sure I understand.
yeah, we would continue to provide the services tied to this grant for Benton and Franklin County through the end of the contracted period.
All right. Thank you.
Does the contract allow you to pass those costs on? I mean, does
Billable
it
hours for
support
your work.
does it support your office, that contract?
It does. Yeah, it supports
Okay.
staffing
Okay.
and indirect admin. That's a little bit of lights and copier and those kinds of things as well.
I look at it this way is you're providing a service for both Benton and Franklin County, regardless of if there's a river dividing the two counties. That'll help the people on both sides, the homeless, people in need. I understand what the program's about. And so it's the right thing to do. And I appreciate you taking that on, because I know it's a lot of work.
Thanks. And I know we've had this discussion before, where the unfortunate part of this is if Franklin County doesn't stand up this program, we'll be seeing those people come over anyway. People are homeless in whichever county they're in. So I think that's the unfortunate part of and my hope is Franklin County will stand up a program, but I don't know what their plan is.
I hope they do too, because that's a shared cost and it just puts more of a, as budgets are getting tighter and tighter throughout all the counties within Washington State. This is another thing that, you know, it's going to be more of a potential tax burden on Benton County taxpayers and stuff. So I'd like to spread that wealth around it. It's good teamwork and we can go ahead and collaborate on that.
I
So
agree.
once again, I appreciate it because I know it's a lot of work for you. Do I have a motion for this?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the Amendment A to the Consolidated Homeless Grant number 26-46108-03 between Washington State Department of Commerce and the Benton County Department of Human Resources.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to put on my reading glasses. These are not my glasses, but I'm going to use them because I forgot mine. That way I can actually see it and read it. We will go on to setting a public hearing date for the vacation of right-of-way in T08 R30 S08. Ms. Woods is here to go ahead and present.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
I'm gonna share my screen here. So in today's agenda, we have a petition to vacate unimproved county right-of-way. Public Works received a petition for Marina Infant. The right-of-way is located south 40 feet of the northwest quarter of the northeast quarter of Section Township 8 North Range 30 East Willamette Meridian. It's a mouthful. In accordance to RCW 36.87, staff has reviewed the petition and confirmed that it was signed by petitioners residing in the vicinity of the subject road segment. The required $500 deposit has been submitted, against which all costs and expenses associated with the examination, reporting, and proceedings related to the petition will be charged. And the portion in yellow in the map is what they're requesting to vacate. Based on these reviews, staff recommends that the petition be formally submitted to the Board of County Commissioners for consideration and direction. Pursuant to RCW 36.87, the board must direct the county road engineer to examine the road segment proposed for vacation and provide a report addressing whether the right-of-way is currently in use or has been in use, its present condition, whether it should be preserved for possible future inclusion in the county road system, whether the public would benefit from its vacation, and any additional facts relevant to the board's decision. Further, we request that the board set a date for a public hearing to consider the proposed vacation. We recommend scheduling the hearing for Tuesday, May 12, 2026, in the Commissioners' hearing room at the Benton County Administration Building. You have any questions?
Commissioner McKay?
None.
I just read one part. I was reading through this with my glasses on, and I thought it was interesting. For the Public Works recommends us to approve it, and it says, and it orders us. We give an order to the county engineer to go ahead and prepare the work on it. I thought the word was order was kind of interesting, Mr. Rasmussen.
Yeah, that's what it says.
We'll request it. How about that? All right. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the resolution ordering the county engineer to prepare a report for the vacation of unimproved road right-of-way situated in the south 40 feet of the northeast quarter of Section 08, Township 08, North Range 30 East, Willamette Meridian, and setting a public hearing for May 12th for said vacation.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to the next one, and it is a request to execute SFY 2026 Victim Witness DV specific grant, and Mr. Altman is here from the prosecutor's office. And he is
Commissioners back in,
hold on, I got to go ahead and recognize you, and this is our chief civil attorney here from the prosecutor's office.
thank you, Commissioner. Back in February, I came in front of you to ask you for permission on behalf of the prosecuting attorney's office to apply for a grant through Department of Commerce for domestic violence grant to bring greater awareness to victims and survivors, because this is a huge problem in our community along with other communities. We were awarded that grant money. It's $47,803. We got the award letter recently, and now I'm asking you for permission to sign it.
Any questions?
You know, and it supports a staff person, right?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Any other?
No.
All right. Do I have a motion?
Yeah. I move to authorize the Benton County prosecutor sign the SFY. That's the SFY. What does that stand for? State Physical Year. Oh, well, thank you. Okay. 2026 Victim Witness DV Specific Grant, which runs through February 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2026 in the amount of $47,803.
Second. All right, a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Altman. All right, we're going to go to other business. Mr. McKay. Mr. Delvin.
Nothing.
All right. I just want to go ahead and say I know that today is going to be an interesting day for the United States with a lot of things going on in the military. And I think my unit has been called out there, probably on a ship, and with the Marines and the amphibious assault unit. So I just hope that they stay safe. They're smart, they are tactical, and pray for them. That being said, I see. I'm almost done. I'm almost ready. We're going to go on the very back. Is he still here? I can't see him. Is our treasurer here? Oh, that's right. You're usually there, and now you're here. Anything for the our county auditor, the county coroner? All right. Am I moving? I'm looking for everybody here. Oh, I'm waiting on that. So slow down. All right. That being said, I have the county clerk here, Josie. Do you have anything would you like to go ahead and speak upon? All right. Oh, you want me to do it? Oh, okay. So let's see here. Miss Tanner, I see you're set next to the county clerk. Where's she at?
Right here.
I can't see her. She's hiding. She's right behind the county clerk.
She's napping. Don't wake her up. Don't
I
wake her
see
up.
her now. She has worked here for 40 years here at the Benton County Clerk's office. 40 years. Judy has worked for 3 clerks, Laura Brady, Kay Staples, and now Josie Delvin. Judy is currently is a supervisor in a supervisor position, but has worked in many positions in the office since her start in 1986. I had just got out of the Marines then. Judy was instrumental in the creation of the collection of department for many years ago. Her extension of knowledge continues to exist. The clerk's office in, let's see, what does it say? I'm just going to say this. I don't need to read this. You have done a whole lot to improve and have a lot of feedback and been very instrumental in helping everybody, all that staff in there for many, many years, including all the county clerks. And it shows. That is a very well-run machine. It's very demanding. There's a lot of different moving parts in there. And so we appreciate everything you do. And we celebrate 40 years. That's a commitment here to the Benton County government. That being said, now, Ms. Delvin, would you come up here and present Judy with a certificate of appreciation? And you did not know this, did you? Kind of, sort of.
She had an inkling. She had an inkling. So thank you for 40 years. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Josie.
Speech? Speech?
Yeah, I got a speech. 40 years. Oh, come on. This is your time. Oh, yeah.
Where else was I gonna go?
Communication. Thank you very much.
When you're 20 years old and you get your first job, you stick with it.
All right. Now that's what I get for not bringing my regular reading glasses. All right. Moving on, we have, I think we're all good with other business. We're going to go to executive session. We're going to go down, 3 down on the agenda because I think that's a quicker one of all the 3. Review qualifications of an applicant for public employment. And our HR director, Carly Nav, is here. So we'll go ahead and go into executive session. The time is 9:33 for 5 minutes. Thank you. All right, we're out of executive session. No decisions were made.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the salary request form for Julie Grant as presented.
Second.
I have motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We'll move on to our next, with pending litigation with Chief Civil Attorney Jeff Altman, and you'll need this 15 minutes. Well, the time is, let's combine them. Do you want to combine them? All right, so we'll go ahead and go to an executive session for both pending litigation items that were in the executive session for 45 minutes, and the time is 9:39. All right, we're out of executive decision. No decisions were made. And
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion to make.
You-
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the chairman or chair pro tem to sign the letter to terminate the contract with Cabarros Cleaning Services LLC effective as of May 7th, 2026 as presented.
Second. Oh, sorry, is my microphone messed up? Second. I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Perfect. And now we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Thank you.